Let's now master Python variables, input functions, and f-strings by building a real-world digital persona generator. By the end of this video, you'll have Python doing the heavy lifting for you with this exact script. To build this, we're using three main tools: variables, the input function, and the print function. Think of a variable as an empty mailbox with a name on it. When we use the input function, we're asking the user to put a letter into that mailbox. When we use print, we're simply taking that letter out and reading it aloud. Python isn't math, it's a system for moving information from one mailbox to another. Let's start coding our persona generator. First, we need to grab the user's information. I'll type name equal to input open bracket double quote enter your name colon space double quote close bracket. I'm using the variable name because that's the label for our first mailbox. Notice I'm putting a space after the colon inside the quotes. Without it, the user's text will be glued to my question. We want our UI to look clean. Next, let's create our second mailbox. I'll type vibe equal to input open bracket double quote what is your vibe question mark space double quote close bracket. We are using the input function again to capture the personality. Let's do it one more time for the number one skill. Skill equal to input open bracket double quote what is your number one skill question mark space double quote close bracket. Notice the pattern? We're just creating variable labels and filling them with user input. Now for the logic. I'll create a variable called bio and set it to an f string. I'll type f before the quotes. That's a format string. It tells Python, hey, look inside the curly braces for my mailbox. I'm adding dot upper open bracket close bracket to the end. This is a built-in Python string method that makes the name shout in all caps, giving our bio a professional header look. Now, a variable called description. Inside the braces, I'll put our variable names, name, vibe, and skill. Let's now use these variables to print. I'm adding a /n into my print statement. That's the code for a new line. It gives our output some breathing room in the terminal so it doesn't look like a wall of text. I'm using the asterisk to get 30 equal to symbols. And now the easy part, just print the variables we created. Some copy and paste because hey, how can you be a programmer if you don't? Let's execute this script by going to the terminal at the bottom. Only way to learn Python is to actually write code. Here is your Python challenge. Pause the video and modify the script to ask for a location using a new input variable. Then update the f-string description to include that location in the final bio. Here's my implementation. I added location equal to input open bracket close bracket at the top and tucked the location variable into the f-string. Your version might look slightly different, but if it works, you've mastered the basics. If you notice, our code currently follows a single path from top to bottom. But what if your program could make decisions? In the next lesson, we'll learn about if statements and give our bot a brain. I'll see you there.